A good day to you and thanks for joining us on Express Updates. My name is Mahama Orders. Do stay for our stories. In our first story, President John Dramani Mahama has warned government appointees to declare their assets by the first quarter of 2025 or risk severe sanctions, including dismissal. Now, this direct TV issued after Mahama submitted his own assets to the Auditor General aims to enhance transparency and combat corruption.
In times past, I would privately have presented these forms to the Auditor General in fulfillment of my statutory obligation. I've taken this step of presenting these forms publicly as a way of injecting some openness and transparency into the process of assets declaration. I've always maintained that while it is all well and good to punish corruption, a more effective way of addressing the canker is preventing it from occurring in the first place. I honestly believe that if properly curated and enforced, the assets declaration process can become a sustainable tool for tackling corruption. Corruption by nature is insidious and thrives under the cover of darkness. The more light that is shone on it, the more likely that it will be fought successfully. I've also taken this step to send an unmistakable signal to all public office holders, especially those that I have appointed, that I take the declaration of assets very seriously and expect full compliance from them. I've asked the Chief of Staff to send word to all appointees to ensure that they declare their assets by the end of the first quarter of this year, that is by 31st March 2025. I wish to stress that any appointee failing to meet this deadline would face severe sanctions, not excluding removal from office. Even as we strive to hold past government officials accountable for their stewardship, I deem it even more imperative to enforce anti-corruption among our present public office holders. Charity, they say, begins at home. I'm therefore determined to take the necessary steps to ensure that we fight corruption vigorously so that the precious little resources that have been entrusted to us by the Ghanaian people are used only in their interest.
In our next story, passengers and traders in Dambai are calling on Volta River Authority to repair a broken down ferry that has left many stranded and disrupted business activities. Now, the malfunction, which occurred on the market day, has significantly impacted trade and daily travel. On our third story, Dr. Peter Atafua of African Education Watch has proposed a policy requiring all teachers to sign a bond after posting to ensure retention. Now, this follows reports of untrained volunteer teachers at Sabondija DA School due to lack of qualified teachers. Now, on our last story, a groundbreaking cleric known as the world's first openly gay imam, Mushin Hendricks, has been fatally shot in South Africa. The 57-year-old, who led an inclusive mosque in Cape Town, was ambushed while traveling on Saturday morning. And this is all we have for you on Express Updates. My name is Annabelle Beverly Nigeria. Do stay for the rest of our shows.